What if I told you that not all manipulators come with lies? Some of the most dangerous questions you'll ever face won't come from liars at all, but from people who claim to speak the truth. Yes, truth-tellers can manipulate too. They use honesty as a weapon, half-truths as traps, and bluntness as a tool to bend your emotions. And here's the shocking part. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, were all too familiar with this danger. They lived in worlds where truth was often wielded not to enlighten, but to control. And they discovered a powerful way to remain unshakable in the face of it. In this video, we'll uncover 5 types of manipulative questions truth-tellers ask, and more importantly, 5 Stoic answers that protect your peace, sharpen your mind, and free you from the invisible chains of emotional control. Picture this. A friend looks you in the eye and says, "I'm only being honest. Don't you think you're falling behind in life?" On the surface, it sounds like concern, even truth. But hidden inside is a knife, meant to cut your confidence. If you argue back, you look defensive. If you agree, you reinforce self-doubt. What's the Stoic way forward? The first answer is clarification. Epictetus said, "First, learn the meaning of what you hear, and then you will speak." Instead of rushing into defense, you respond, "What do you mean by that?" This shifts the burden back onto them. Suddenly their truth must be explained, exposed, and carried, and 9 times out of 10, the manipulator reveals their agenda in the process. The second manipulative truth-teller's question often comes disguised as tough love. If you really cared about your future, wouldn't you be working harder? It sounds motivating, but the hidden message is guilt. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." The Stoic answer here is insightful over pressure. You calmly respond, "I act according to what I believe is right for me." No need for lengthy justification. This answer is unshakable because it shows you are guided by inner values, not external pressure. The truth-teller may speak facts, but facts without wisdom become chains, and Stoicism cuts those chains by keeping principle above persuasion. The third manipulative truth is comparison-based. Someone says, "I'm just telling you the truth. Others your age are more successful." Seneca's wisdom slices through this. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Here, the Stoic answer is detachment through perspective. Success depends on what one values. I measure progress by growth, not comparison. This reframes the trap. The manipulator wanted you to feel small. Instead, you rise above by redefining success. Perspective transforms their truth into irrelevance. Already, we've seen 3 strategies: clarification, principle, and perspective. But the Stoics went even deeper, because sometimes the greatest strength isn't in words at all, it's in silence. And sometimes, compassion is stronger than confrontation. Let's explore the remaining 2 answers that complete this shield against manipulative truth-tellers. Now, let's enter more dangerous territory. The truth-teller who disguises cruelty as honesty. Have you ever had someone say, "I'm just being real, you're too weak for this"? It stings, doesn't it? And the natural impulse is to defend, to prove them wrong. But Stoicism teaches that the more you react, the more you hand over your control. Epictetus said, "If you are ever tempted to look for approval from someone else, know that you have compromised yourself." The fourth Stoic answer is therefore silence as strength. You simply refuse to engage. No defense, no reaction, just calm. This silence is not weakness, it's power. It communicates, your words have no authority here. And manipulators hate silence because it starves them of the reaction they seek. In fact, silence can be louder than speech. It declares that your peace is not up for negotiation. But let's not pretend silence is always easy. Imagine being in a meeting. A co-worker says, "I'm just saying the truth. your idea isn't realistic. The whole room looks at you. Your ego wants to fight, but you pause, you breathe, and you answer with silence, maybe just a composed smile. Who looks stronger in that moment, you or the one who tried to provoke you? The Stoics understood that silence protects dignity better than endless argument. It is the shield of the wise. And then, perhaps the most difficult form of manipulation, when truth is mixed with love. A parent, partner, or friend might say, "If you loved me, you'd accept this truth about yourself." This is emotional blackmail wrapped in care. But Marcus Aurelius guides us. Men exist for the sake of one another. Teach them or bear with them. The fifth Stoic answer is compassionate redirection. You don't fight truth with hostility. You redirect with honesty and warmth. You might say, "I hear you, but love is not about control. Real love respects freedom." This answer D is arms manipulation without creating conflict. Its firmness coated with kindness, unshakable yet humane. Think of modern life, social media, relationships, workplaces. People use truth to shame, to compare, to pressure. "I'm just being honest" has become the ultimate license to wound. But Stoicism arms you with a shield. You don't need to return fire. You don't need to beg, justify, or collapse. You have 5 responses: clarify, stand on principle, shift perspective, embrace silence, or redirect with compassion. Each one is a sword forged in the wisdom of philosophers who lived among emperors, slaves, soldiers, and schemers. They knew that truth can liberate, but also enslave, depending on how you meet it. Consider Marcus Aurelius himself. As emperor of Rome, he faced senators, generals, and advisors who spoke truths with hidden motives. Some tried to sway him with flattery disguised as honesty. Others used blunt criticism to undermine his authority. Yet Marcus remained unshakable because he constantly reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He trained his mind to separate the truth itself from the intention behind it. And that's what you must do. So far, we've uncovered all 5 Stoic answers to truth-tellers who manipulate: clarification, principle, perspective, silence, and compassionate redirection. But here's the key. These aren't just tactics for conversations. They're a way of living. Let's bring it all together.